Are you looking at your retirement accounts and feeling a sense of dread? Do you look at that 401k, that IRA, or your hard-earned pension and think, how much is the government going to take? It is the number one fear I hear from people about to cross that finish line, the fear that after working your whole life, your state is going to reach into your pocket and take what rightfully belongs to you. Listen to me. Taxes are one of the biggest money leaks in retirement. If you live in the wrong state, you could be losing thousands of dollars every single year, money that should be going to your healthcare, your grandkids, or just your peace of mind. But you have the power to change that. You need to know which states are your friends and which ones are your enemies when it comes to your retirement check. There are currently 8 states in this country that have absolutely no state income tax. Zero. Zip. Nada. I'm talking about Alaska, Florida, Nevada, South Dakota, Tennessee, Texas, Washington, and Wyoming. New Hampshire has also joined that list now that they've fully repealed their tax on interest and dividends. In these states, your Social Security? Not taxed. Your private pension? Not taxed. Your 401k withdrawals? Not taxed. It is a clean slate. But wait. Don't pack your bags just yet. I want you to be very careful. Just because a state doesn't have an income tax doesn't mean it's free. States have to get their money from somewhere, my friends. Look at Texas. No income tax, right? But the property taxes can be sky high. Look at Washington. No income tax, but they have a state-to-state tax that could hit your heirs if you've been a good little saver and built up a sizable nest egg. You have to look at the whole picture. Now, here is the secret that many people miss. You don't necessarily have to live in a no-income tax state to pay zero taxes on your retirement. There are states out there that do have an income tax, but they have a heart for retirees. Take Illinois, for example. They have a state income tax, but guess what? They fully exempt almost all retirement income, including Social Security and most pensions. Pennsylvania is the same way. If you are over age 59 and a half, your retirement distributions are generally exempt. Iowa and Mississippi have also joined this club, exempting retirement income for most seniors. So, you see, you have options. You could stay closer to family in a state like Illinois or Pennsylvania and still keep your hands on your retirement cash. But then, we have the danger zone. As we sit here in 2026, there are still a handful of states that are taxing your Social Security benefits. I'm looking at you, Colorado, Connecticut, Minnesota, Montana, New Mexico, Rhode Island, Utah, and Vermont. Now, many of these states are starting to wake up. West Virginia, for example, just finished phasing out its tax on Social Security this year. But for the others, if your income is above a certain level, the state is taking a bite out of the very check the federal government already took a bite out of. That is a double taxation trap, and you need to know if you're walking into it. What is the actionable takeaway here? I want you to do 3 things right now. First, I want you to look at your current state's Department of Revenue website. Look for the retirement income exclusion. Don't just assume because your state has an income tax that you have to pay it on your pension. You might be pleasantly surprised. Second, if you are planning to move, do not just look at the weather. I know, Florida is sunny, but if you buy a massive house there, your property taxes and insurance might cost you more than the income tax you saved. You must run the numbers on the total tax burden, that's income tax, sales tax, and property tax combined. Third, look at the estate and inheritance taxes. If your goal is to leave a legacy for your children, moving to a state like Oregon or Washington, where the estate tax thresholds are much lower than the federal level, could cost your family hundreds of thousands of dollars when you pass away. You have worked too hard and too long to let poor tax planning ruin your retirement. You need to be a warrior for your own wealth. Use the information I've given you today. Check the no-tax states, check the retirement-exempt states, and avoid the double-tax states. Stand in your truth, know your numbers, and protect your hard-earned money. With that said, thanks for watching, and until next time.